Sorry, I just had some chocolate. So you're a Leo rising. I mean, just main three: Leo rising, Gemini sun, Aquarius moon. And I have done your chart before. Alice said I didn't, but I have. Your Leo rising and Aquarius moon is the same as Alice. I remember saying that. I remember everyone's stuff. Anyway, so Leo rising, that probably makes sense about why you and Alice are such good friends and why you clicked on that level. Because, like, to be good friends, I'm guessing you guys clicked when you first met, or like just had like a draw to each other because you're both the same rising sign. When you meet someone with the same rising sign as you, so wait, side note, your rising sign is how you appear to someone that's just met you, and it's also like your outlook on life, and it's also how you look. So you're drawn to people with similar rising signs to you because it's like, oh, they're like me, I can see myself in them, they're like me. Like when you're making friends, you look for things that's familiar, things that feel comfortable. So you guys obviously saw that you both had Leo risings. I'm also a Leo rising. That's why not trying to steal your bestie, but me and Alice clicked very well. So yeah, Leo rising, that's why you guys clicked. But the characteristics of a Leo rising, off the top of my head, it's just because I know this because I'm a Leo rising, quite narcissistic, also just very like not showbiz, but just like, look at me, and you also have like a pull to you. Like when you walk in a room, people are going to look at you. Let's see what the book says. Okay, so the book says, may have big hair. Someone who turns heads and can have razzle dazzle, may be rather proud, often the centre of attention. So yeah, the thing is with Leo risings, a lot of Leo risings I know are ginger. Oh my god, sorry, I almost forgot you were watching this, Holly. Sorry, I won't do that again. Anyway, yeah, lots of them are ginger because it's fiery and it's like your mane. You have like a fiery mane. Me and Alice, my friend Emily, there's someone else I can't remember. But it could also just be like bright, and you've obviously got really bright, beautiful blonde curly hair. So it's like your lion mane. Is your hair curly? I'm pretty sure it's curly. So I don't want to just like make a sweeping statement like that in case it's not. But yeah, it's like your mane. So you have like a lion, because Leo is a lion. You have like a lion-y look to you and feel to you. Like you're just like kind of like, oh, I'm important. Okay, hi, I've just realised that the microphone was all weird because you're on my covers, but now I'll put you on some Vaseline, so hopefully it's alright. Not like Vaseline, but like a pot of Vaseline. Anyway, so yeah, it's just like, you think highly of yourself, and yeah, it's just like you walk into a room and you're the centre of attention. You're loud, you're exuberant. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that means that your descendant is in Aquarius, which means that there's a side to you which is very just like aloof and also like, oh my god, I'm just like different and like no one understands me. But Aquarius is also your moon sign, so you have big Aquarius energy. Let's get into that. Wait, one sec. So, I'm guessing you know a lot about being a Gemini. If not, I will tell you. Whilst I'm looking for it, I'll just go off the top of my head. Every Gemini is very different. Some are very showbizy and loud and just like, I'm so verbose and just like loud and I'm so funny, and like, because they're ruled by Mercury. So a lot of Geminis, especially if they have a Gemini Mercury rules your communication, are just like very good at talking. Did I say that Mercury rules communication? I hope I did. Sorry, I understand that you might not know a lot about astrology, because when I talk to Alice about this stuff, I've taught her some of the basics, so like she knows what I'm talking about, but I'm really trying to start fresh. So one sec. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, Geminis, they can be that side, but because they're the sign of the twin, you may have seen that. It's my favourite constellation, actually. It literally is two stick men holding hands. It's really cool. But yeah, so it's the sign of the twin, which means that it's multifaceted and it has different layers to it. And because it's a mutable sign as well, that means that it can adapt. It's very easily to adapt. I'm a mutable sign because I'm a Sagittarius. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so it just means that you can adapt easily. You're just very multifaceted. You have multiple dimensions. Just lots going on. But for example, as I said, every Gemini I know is different. My sister's a Gemini, and she's not the typical Gemini because she's just like not loud and chatty when you first meet her and stuff like that. But she tends to doubt herself, stuff like that. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, so let's see what the book says. So you've got 2 planets in Gemini, so your Venus and your Sun, obviously. So your Sun, sorry, I'm not going to say obviously because that's me. Your Sun is, so you've got 2 planets in Gemini, so your Venus and your Sun. Obviously, it's just your zodiac sign is your sign. Your star sign is your sun sign. It's just another word for it. So your Sun is in the sign of Gemini, which means that you're a Gemini. Okay, so fuck's sake, I've lost it. Oh, wait, no, I haven't. So, basically, it says you're the flirts of the zodiac. You're very chatty, very intellectual. That's the thing, because Mercury is also the sign of, like, intellect. Very intellectual. Thing is, I don't know you, Holly, so I'm just making guesses. I could be talking complete shit. But that also, very sharp wit. Very quick with your tongue. One sec. So Gemini is also like the crackhead of the zodiac because they've got loads of energy going on. So yeah, there's a playful side to you. Just a lot of energy going on. Maybe crackhead, maybe not. My sister's not a very crackheady Gemini. It just depends. I don't know. Because yeah, also I saw your Sun's in the 10th house, so that's not very crackhead energy. That's Capricorn, but we'll get into that. So yeah, but you probably already know a lot about your sun sign. But Sun's in the 10th house. Let me tell you what that means. So the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. It's also the sign of hard work, just like Saturn is a bad planet. It's a maverick. It's called a maverick. There's 2 planets that are mavericks, Saturn and Mars, and that means that they bring bad luck and bad things, but it's also like hard work. So your Sun being in that house, let me tell you what that means. Oh, okay, it's quite good actually. You'll make your mark, shine your light, and achieve, lead, and stand out. You have big ambitions. Okay, that makes sense because obviously Capricorn, hard work, big ambitions, make your mark. Yeah, so that's what that means. Okay, so next we have your moon sign. Your moon's in Aquarius, which is the same as Alice. Very cute. But yeah, so Aquarius is like the sign of being like a humanitarian. You also will probably feel very different. Anyway, so your moon is your emotional side. It's your deep, it's like a second star sign, but it's like when people get to know you, like it really comes out. So that's also makes sense why you and Alice are such good friends, because you've got the same moon sign. So you clicked when you met because you've got the same rising sign, and then you're really good friends throughout your major friendship because you have the same moon sign, same emotions. So, oh my god, that also means it's in the same house sign, and then you're really good friends throughout your major friendship because you have the same moon sign, same emotions. So, oh my god, that also means it's in the same house. That's so cute. Why did I feel like I said that so fake? Sorry, I'm trying to make a good impression on you, Holly. Anyway, so your moon is in Aquarius, so that means, let's get the book up, you tend to be able to detach. Yeah, basically you're quite detached with your emotions. You're not someone that like is ruled by your emotions. You don't go around, you're not a very emotional person. Like, these are big statements, and if you're an emotional person, I'm sorry. Astrology is not real. But yeah, it's just saying like you're not an emotional person. You're just very detached in that way. And also, yeah, this is quite cute. Aquarius people are star women from another planet, time, dimension, and galaxy. They don't feel the way other people do. They're obviously so much less emotional at the very least. So yeah, oh, this is interesting, Alice, because I know you're an Aquarius moon. They have a love-hate relationship with technology. Interesting, because Alice hates 5G like me. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's just, you just feel like you don't fit in. You feel like you're so different, and like you're not meant for this yeah, you just feel like people don't understand you. It's just, that's part of being an Aquarius, is that you're just like from a different planet, basically. And you've got an Aquarius moon. So anyway, so your moon being in the 6th house. What's the 6th sign? It's Libra, I believe. Ignore me, it's actually Virgo. Moon in the 6th house, that means that you have like a Virgoian nature to your moon sign, to your emotions. So, someone who you can rely on, someone who needs routine and is level-headed. Do you need routine? That makes sense as well, Alice, because you're a 6th house moon and you love routine. Actually, scrap what I just said, you're a 8th house moon, Alice. Okay, so moving on to Mercury. Also, I've just realised you have like the exact same birth chart as my sister. You have the same sun, moon, what? Sun, Mercury, Mars and Venus. Interesting. Anyway, Mercury. So Mercury is how you communicate. It's kind of like a 3rd star sign. It's just like, because when you're talking, you come across as that sign that you're talking, that your Mercury's in. So, yours in Taurus. Quite some earthy tones going on here. That means, so Taurus is like lazy, overindulgent, but they're also very artsy. They're ruled by Venus, so that means like they have an appreciation for all things like beautiful and artsy. So let's see what it says. Mercury in Taurus, you could be stubborn. Sorry, I don't know how I left that out. Tauruses are so stubborn. You can be stubborn, but mentally very stable. You can be mentally sluggish and slow to make decisions. Tend towards the conventional, good with practical matters. Okay, so going with the conventional thing, I'm just going to pick that out because your moon's in Aquarius, which is everything unconventional. It's ruled by Uranus, which is just everything just like unconventional and just like crazy, and so you might find that like is different. Also, I've just realised in your chart, I think you'd be very, very stubborn because you've got a lot of fixed energy going on. You've got 2 planets in Taurus, Leo rising and Aquarius moon. So a lot of fixed energy going on. You're a very stubborn person. Me and Alice both have a lot of fixed energy as well. Very stubborn, very stuck in your ways. Not stuck in your ways, but like if you have an opinion, no one's going to change that. I think I told you your son's in the wrong house. I think I must have. Sorry, your son's... Scrap what I said about being in the 10th house. I'm so sorry. Your son's in the 11th house. Fuck! Which is ruled by Aquarius. Another Aquarius thing. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this quick. Your son in the 11th house just means that you're very sociable, very airy, just like, so that's like your focus is like being with your friends and your social groups. You like being with your friends. Anywhoosie, your Mercury is in the 10th house. That's what I got mixed up with. So that means your focus is on your career and profession. Could be a very strategic planner, thinks about consequences and makes plans. So, Gemini Venus in the 11th house. It's an interesting one because it's obviously an air sign. So that means you're not the type of person who just falls in love straight away. It might take you a while. You might be quite detached when it comes to that, like falling in love or catching feelings. And if you do catch feelings, could be quite a confusing thing for you. Let's see what the book says. It says Venus in Gemini. Oh, okay. So you love words and people who use words well. Maybe fickle in love. What does fickle mean in that term? Anyway, short attention span when it comes to money. Can make money through self-expression. Flirtatious. It's not exactly what I said, but both things stand. Also, Venus in the 11th house is again ruled by Aquarius. More fixed energy going on. Loves their friends and their friends love them. A sociable person, artistic friends. You have a strong female network. My kind of girl. I love a bit of girl power. On to Mars now. Your Mars, that is the planet of anger, drive, passion, sex. It rules Aries and Scorpio, both very like passionate, fiery signs. Okay, so yours is in Taurus. That means that when it comes to your drive and your anger and everything, you come across like a Taurus. So basically, because Taurus is a sign about money, it's just saying that your drive will push you into making money. I'm seeing a bit of a money theme here. You're going to be very successful, basically, because you have that drive to make money. But, this isn't in the book, but this is just like off the top of my head. Because Taurus is quite lazy, that could also mean you might feel lazy sometimes when it comes to your drive. Like something big might happen and you just might be like, oh, I can't be asked. Hot take. It just says you're practical and you're highly sexed. Is someone a bit horny? Join the club. So your Mars in the 10th house again, so that is Capricorn. Taurus and you're gonna make some money. You're gonna make some coin. You have a fire in your belly. You're ambitious. You must avoid a tendency towards ruthlessness. So basically, you're ambitious and have a bit of a drive towards that, but you just gotta calm yourself down sometimes. It's okay, girl. Just take a breather. It's all good. So we've just gone through all the personal planets. They're the only ones that really affect your personality, basically, because the other planets from Jupiter to Pluto, they move signs from every 5 to 12 years. So that means everyone born within a 5 to 12 year gap will have the exact same Jupiter, Saturn, so on to Pluto sign. So that just means it doesn't affect you personally, it just affects generations. They're called generational planets. Your personal planets, I've just been through all those. Mercury to Mars. So let's look at your MC. I saw that your MC is in Taurus. So basically your MC is your midhaven. It's a line. It's not a planet or anything. It's just like an axis in your birth chart. And it's kind of the person that you're growing into. It's your career and your ambitions and what you're going to be known for, what your reputation is going to be, basically. So yours is in Taurus. You've got a lot of Taurus energy going on. Very, very fixed, very earthy, very stubborn. So Taurus on the MC. Has the potential to do well financially. You're going to make some money. Looks after their resources. Earthy, a reliable worker, and feminine. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, you're going to make some money. You're also very feminine. It's not a bad thing to go down for. She's like a girl boss who makes coin. Good. Anyway, also, I've just realised you're 4 years older than me. Oh my god, you're born around like the same time as my actual sister. That's why you have all the same planets, because you're literally born a week after my sister. She's 29th of May and you're 5th of June. That's like literally a week. Anyway. It's a little thing here. Your moon is trining Pluto, which means you're kind of good with your emotions. You have like a dark side to you because Pluto is like your dark side because it's the last planet. It's dark. Can't see it. Doesn't get much sunlight. It's dark. Also, sub-rules Pluto. What? Sub-rules Scorpio, which is a dark sign. So, hold that thought. Okay, so it's interesting because it means that you have a bit more depth to your emotions, which goes against what your moon sign says because you're detached of Aquarius moon. But it just means, yeah, you have a depth to your emotions. You have an emotional side to you. You can understand your emotions very well. Yeah, there's like a deeper, darker side to you. And that's pretty cool. Also, something else I noticed, you have no planets in any water signs. I think Alice has the exact same. Sorry, scrap that. Alice has no earth sign planets. But yeah, so that means not as emotional. This is quite contradictory based on what that aspect between your moon and Pluto just said. but you're not a very emotional person. I mean, of course, everyone's emotional, but you're just less than others. You might think, why is that person being so emotional? I don't get it. It's because you're not a water-heavy person. You have no planets in any of your water signs, any of the water signs. So you're very air-dominant, which means kind of indecisive, kind of adaptable. Yeah. And you're also quite earth-dominant, so reliable. And stubborn. But yes, that concludes my reading. If I see anything else, I'll make sure to let Alice know. Alice know. But yeah, I've had lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Please let me know. I love talking about this stuff. I can talk about this stuff for hours.